Hello! Well, ready or not, people, summer is here. 100+ degree weather here in California. It's a scorcher out there. And today we have a product that's just as hot. The PowerBeats Pro are flying off the shelves, but thanks to Amazon, I was able to get them in my pretty hands. These are the PowerBeats Pro truly wireless earbuds. So as most of you may know, Beats was purchased by Apple several years ago. And so most of the internet has already gone over these in regards to connecting to an Apple phone. But since I'm an Android guy and I have Android phones, I wanted to see how well these would work. So I made sure to test these out for about a week before I did this review, so I can get a good understanding as to what it packs and what it lacks. But for crying out loud, guys, these are expensive. They're $250. They're the most expensive truly wireless earbuds that we've ever featured here on the channel. So let's see what 2.5 Benjamins can get you. So here's a look at the front of the box. We got a picture of the device, PowerBeats Pro of course. On the side we have our Beats logo with some information about the buds. So these things carry up to 9 hours of wireless play and 24 hours with the charging case. They are sweat and water resistant. They have adjustable secure fit ear hooks and on-ear controls for music and calls. On the back here we got a picture of the case with the buds inside. Totally wireless, high performance Bluetooth earphones with charging case and lightning cable. Speaking of lightning cable, I'm gonna have to show you that in a second. So these are compatible for Apple TV, iPhone, iPad, and outside of the Apple box, we have our little sad Android. The other side, we got more branding, the Beats logo, PowerBeats Pro. But let's get into it. So once we take off the sleeve, we have a box inside the box. Out front and center is where you're gonna have your case with your buds inside. Underneath that is where you're gonna have your ear tips. But also what you'll have wrapped around that is, it's your lightning cable. And I say that with much sadness and disappointment because I have never, ever seen a cable look so cheap. This is pathetic. Look how thin this is. This feels so cheap. Not only that, it seems so fragile. Like if I had one strong tug, this lightning cable would be done. Now call me a rookie, but I'm just not familiar with Apple products and especially their lightning cable. It also comes with our quick start guide. This quick start guide has information of how to connect it to your iOS device or your Android device. We got a Beats sticker right there for all the haters. Haters that don't have the Beats. And some more informational safety and handling on all that jargon stuff. But let's get into the star of the show. So are you guys familiar with that song from the Notorious B.I.G.? You know, it goes like this. Well, that's exactly what you're gonna get here, because these things are huge. Not only the case is huge, but the buds are huge as well. Definitely noticeable. Look at this. It's big, huge. The case kind of reminds me of the dinner rolls that you get at Logan's Roadhouse. Slap some butter on this and you'll be good to go. I mean, seriously. But you know, it's got the battery to back it up. And although it's flat on the bottom, there's no wireless charging. Unlike the new AirPods, which are $50 less, that have wireless charging. But on the back here is of course the charging port, and you're gonna use your cheap lightning cable to charge it. I mean, overall, it's a solid design. I mean, this thing, it's definitely protecting the buds. Even under some serious weight, I mean, this is super hard plastic. It's solid. Even this hinge back here feels pretty good. So Apple's made it real simple to connect these to your iPhone, your iPad, your iMac, whatever. All you have to do is just keep these close to your device, open them up, and then go to your device and choose connect. It's that simple. With Android or other devices, it's still relatively quick, but it's not as simple. You're gonna have to utilize this button right here to pair them to your device. But once they're paired and connected, they are paired and connected. Here's a closer look at the earbuds. And as we can see from the right earbud and the left earbud, both of these Beats logos are actual buttons themselves. They're multi-functioning buttons. As well as up top, we have a volume up and a volume down button on each one of the earbuds. So no struggling. They made it very easy, very simple, very intuitive, which is quite honestly, it's what Apple goes for. Simplicity. We flip it over and then we have the other side of the earbuds. Each one has a proximity sensor, So when you put these in, music will start playing or a video will start playing. And when you take them out, music will pause or a video will pause. And on the bottom here, we have our charging points. So when they're out of the case, to put them back in, you just drop them in like that. They magnetically start to charge. There you have it. They're both charging. So let's go over some positives. The first positive is sound quality. These things sound silky smooth, even at max volume. And as you probably know, being a Beats product, you know that bass is gonna come at you hard. And these do not disappoint.
If you're a bass-hungry beast,
then these PowerBeats are gonna be right up your alley. Call audio is excellent on these. I would put these up against the Jabra 65T as far as call quality goes. It's not an issue whatsoever. Plus, call audio comes out of both the left and the right channel, which I love so much. I recently received a comment on one of my other videos, and they just happened to be a marathon runner, and they were asking me which truly wireless earbuds would I choose if I was a marathon runner. And I told them about these. You're gonna get up to 9 hours of playback time on a single charge. That is amazing. And I don't know about you guys, but I work an 8-hour shift. So 9 hours on one charge? That's listening to music, listening to a podcast, watching videos all day. I believe that these have the best battery life in the business. Plus, if you run out of those 9 hours, maybe you need a few more hours. You just need to charge the case for 5 minutes and you'll get an additional 1.5 hours of playback time. So I guess through that skinny little cheap looking lightning cable, it'll bring the juice fast. And the last positive thing that I could say about the PowerBeats Pro is once you have them on, they're not going anywhere. Seriously, anywhere. These hooks do an excellent job at keeping these attached to your ear at all times, no matter what you're doing. Going upside down, flips, skydiving, walking on the moon, you name it, they're staying put. Capiche? So now that we've gone over everything that gets us all nice and warm and fuzzy inside, now let's talk about the bad things. So the first dagger to the chest is the price. $250. 2.5 Benjamins. And these things cost basically a full day's of work. I know they're going for a premium market, but if they would have priced these at $200, then I would definitely give it my endorsement. But at $250, they're a little much for what you get. Now let's be honest, guys, you're paying for the brand. Another downer is these hooks, these annoying hooks. Yes, like I said earlier, they'll stay on your ears no matter what, but it's getting them on your ears that's the problem. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have huge ears, but then again, I don't have small ears either. And these things are a pain to get on. I found that the best way that I could put them in is to put these in my ear canal, have them face down like this, fold my ear in the hook, and then twist these earbuds so they latch onto my ear. Yeah, it's a pretty intense process. Also, as I've stated in previous videos of these truly wireless earbuds, I'm looking for something that's discreet. And one thing that you'll notice when you wear these is they are not discreet whatsoever. I actually feel kind of awkward at times. People looking at me, and normally I don't really care what people think or what people say, but when you have these on, these kind of do look like hearing aids. Yes, hearing aids. Now, if I had long hair or some way to cover these up, then yeah, it'd be no big deal. But out in the open, in my ears, hearing aids. And the last gripe that I have, this button right here, the multifunctional button, it's way too sensitive. Way too sensitive, man. I find myself, struggling to put these in my ear, and I accidentally tap it, and the music starts playing, and it trips me out sometimes because I'm not expecting it whatsoever. So, are you the cool guy or cool girl that should pick these up? Well, ultimately, that's up to you. But really, guys, if there's something that maybe I missed or something that you want me to go a little bit deeper into, don't hesitate. Hit me up in the comments and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. So if you're ready to buy or would like more information on the PowerBeats Pro truly wireless earbuds, leave a comment below or click the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you're in the loop for all things Handsome Gadgets. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I guess a thumbs down if you didn't care for it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter @HandsomeGadgets. Thank you and have a good one.